I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm done. So let's see. I have this. But there's a lot of practice. And uh, let's see. I think I did a lot of hands. So I want to do a bit more faces again. Faces practice. Was like I named a file like this already. It's happening more often that like I name a file and then it's like dog faces. Basically, my idea is that I use references of real life animals and try to turn them into like furries, but like more like chibi than realistic, right? Or like not chibi, but like anime-y, like still bigger eyes, but not 100% realistic, right? Because I think right now, with like being really close to real life and trying to capture everything, there's the danger that I don't practice my like simplifying thinginess, and that makes for less cute characters. There was kind of like this meme. I'm not sure if I can find it, where it is. 1 second. Who was the artist in this again? Who was that artist? Who was that artist? It was like Big Cat's artist. Oh, and Tech Avatars, welcome. And nice medievally avatar, let's see. I will change chat here. But yeah, basically, your first streams. Yeah, first videos, yes, and technically, but I need to update the mouth. Like the mouth came off. So I am right now figuring out a way to make the mouth more like sturdy. Probably I'll make it out of felt or some kind of material that I can sew on more sturdily than like before I glued on a thread and the thread I sewed. But like glue and plastic, it can come off with time, especially if it's like the mouth where it's like kind of like people touch it and so it came off. But I think I can make it really sturdy. And Sans says hello. Oddly with your voice I feel sleepy again. Oh, thanks so much. Hello Sans. Right, so basically, yeah, sometime before the next furry convention I will definitely like update the mouth and also then record more videos with the fursuit. It's kind of court, welcome. So basically, right now I'm looking for like species I should like draw. Maybe wolves or dogs, and then like kind of like still that you can see the dog breed or something. Like once I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And also sorry that I like started the stream later. I kind of like it's getting really hot again. And I had workout and the workout was great, but it took a bit longer and yeah. Focus plan. Oh, I should also... Was I like double? You can hear me, right? The music too quiet? I hope the music is not too quiet. But But yeah, basically like maybe for today let's just do dogs maybe, or just wolves. I mean wolves are basically dogs, right? There are like some wolves that look like a dog. No, other way around. There are some dogs that look like wolves. What looks like in the winter coat happens. Yes. I always look 10% more buff in my winter coat. No, relatively loud, right? Let's see. Which funny dog breeds are there? The thing is, this one is just white. How majestic he looks. The majestic ball of floof. I think it's also kind of fun, like with this dog breed, it's like basically the muzzle is really pronounced. So it's like kind of like this meme where people say furry artists drawing everyone, furry bar artists drawing everyone extremely with like a square nose or something. And then they totally look like that, right? Okay, let's, oops. Also, oh, and I'll finish today probably my first art journey video. I'm making 4 of them and I recorded like 4 hours of it. It's kind of also, I treated it like ASMR, so I hope it works. Yeah. And I wanted to show, this is my hand practice from the last 2 days. Like yesterday and the day before. I did really hard studying of that, and I will continue it. I think it's getting easier, but only like really slowly. But I think that's fine. Like, even if it's slow, I think it's definitely working. Like, I'm getting more like, I also like tried some different pens. This was like in like on my sketchbook, so like without this effect here. You can see it's like just like screenshots, photos I took my sketchbook, and I also tried like different line pens. I think this one here is maybe a bit too thin, but good for the, like I wrote like the things here, and this one is maybe a bit too thick, but like I also saw that like it's cool to like vary, like make like the outlines more thick, like with a thicker pen. And in general, I love these line pens, right? It's just like that they sometimes I use too much pressure and then they die. And this was the last one I drew. I think I was really happy that like I did like the like hatching. Like that's all like techniques that you can also do in digital, right? I did like hatching, and then where's my mouse? Can you see my mouse? Test. Sure why you cannot see my mouse. Pretty weird. Can you normally see my mouse? Let's see if I do like something like this. Okay, maybe you cannot see. I'm not sure how you can see my mouse, but maybe like this. A lot of feeling that got, yes. And it's also like I'm relatively slow with learning. Exactly. Busted Town can be short king material. That sounds great. Busted Town. It could be like Sherlock Holmes, right? Oh, it's cute. Reminds me of the guard dogs from Renee's dog. Did that look again? Right, it's also a white one, right? I think like I'm mostly the fans of dogs that look like dogs. I mean like every dog looks like a dog, but like the ones that like still have like a really like dog shaped mouth, face. How do you say that? Or like really boxy, right? Like this is also really boxy. Also, they all look like they're smiling even if they're not smiling, which is nice. I'm not sure why that is. Let's look for a few references. I hate the ice lock. So you. Okay. Sherlock Hound, is it good? I have never watched it, but isn't like the director of it like the Ghibli director? Or was it something else? Or maybe it was not director, but animator or... I'm not sure what like kind of things there are. It's so cute and fluffy. Yes. Dogs evolved from wolves, exactly. And Oberon says, greetings. Insect Avatar says, I miss your first streams and videos. Thank you so much. Yes, I never had like a first stream, but I will definitely make more videos of it. Definitely. So please look forward to that. Bernese Mountain Dog. I guess like for like Bernese Mountain Dog, it's also a really dog-shaped dog. And the coat is fun, right? Like the coat is this kind of recolored. Oops. Recolored thingy. Which picture's good here? This is not the most interesting for... This is not the most interesting for the face, I think, but I think it's interesting to show the texture of the and material of the fur, that it has like really like grayish light highlights, right? Like this kind of sun. There. More AI slop. More AI slop. Okay. Be really careful not to like get the wrong references. Like this kind of kurz says Saint Bernard. Very cool. Saint Bernard. The one from Heidi, right? One word dog instead of a fox. Asked Serenip. What breed would he be? Except maybe for the obvious Shiba. Right. Shiba is like too obvious because it looks like a fox kind of almost. And like the bigger Shiba breeds like the Akita Inu or something, they're also basically a Shiba, right? So like it's also too obvious. So I think maybe something like this. It's just white though. But I think they're cute, right? They're like big. Like Pyrenean, they're big, but they're also really floofy. But they kind of have my build, I think. Like, of course, like they're not like extremely muscle bodybuilder, but like kind of like body language, like, right? Also, like with this Saint Bernards, they're like kind of different ones, right? Like some kind of have I think the snout too, too small? Like, is that even one? This here? Like, it came up when Googling, but it totally looks different, right? Like this one here and this one here are totally different, right? They cannot be the same breed, right? Or maybe they are? Probably not. I will Google it. Saint Bernard dog. It would be Shiba Inu, yes. And until Lopa says, come on, bar. Come on, bar. Short hair. Long hair. Short hair. Long hair. The skull shape was changed in the 1920s. Yeah, like if you see like the John M's, what's John M's? 1920, 12. I think like earlier they looked more like dogs, right? Like this one here looks closer to this one, and this one here looks different. But I like these ones more. Or maybe it's just the age of them. Maybe it's just the age, and this is a young one. What breed of that white dog? This one is a Samoyed, and this one is a Pyrenees mountain dog. I think it's also really weird how like the AI slop kind of merges things between the different breeds. So things change. It's really like bad for referencing, I think. Okay, what else do we have here? Even when picking dog breed is lapping. What does this mean now? What do you mean with that? What is lapping about it? Wait. Is it French? Yeah, the Pyrenees are French, right? But I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. But I guess like French is so much everywhere, right? Bernese mountain dog. In snow. This is nice. Bernese mountain dog. Oops. And also like these references are also big. Maybe I can scale all of them down. German Spitz. Do that. I love like if you look at like real pictures, I think you can like find a lot of details, right? Like how the light behaves here and stuff. And 2500, welcome. No, because I'm always teasing you about it. It's not like I can blame you if you say deja vu or something. It's why places like Japan also have so much French stuff borrowed and vice versa. Yeah, and same in like German, right? There's so much French stuff everywhere. Pyrenees dog. Yeah, I think like if I would be a dog and cannot be a Shiba Inu, I would be a Pyrenees dog. Or maybe how is like the Finnish called? Finnish forest dog, I'm not sure. Finnish Spitz. But they're so small, right? Also maybe I think Spitzes make a lot of noise. And I'm not that. But yeah, I think they look really cool too, right? Like they look a bit less bulky, they're smaller. But look at the color. And they also still have like a really nice formed head. I need more space here. In the eastern region of France, the closer you get to Strasbourg, is basically German LARPing. Yeah, but that's basically like because they spoke German and French before, right? Like they're like, I think like some areas that spoke spoke German before, right? So I'm not sure if that's German LARPing. I think German LARPing would be more like if in America you have like how it's called, like an Oktoberfest or something, right? That's more German LARPing, but the good kind. Then the assessment. Dog persona is kind of mixed hybrid, like a mix of Golden Retriever, Beagle, Border Collie, or Australian Shepherd. Right, Golden Retriever is also a good call. What I like about this one here, like Spitz, or Finnish Spitz, is that the shape here is also really like, this is like a triangle almost, right? Which is the thing, I think like the shape of this is something, when someone draws it, then there are a lot of memes about it where it's like, this is too cartoony, but then it's like from real life, right? And same with like this kind of shape, right? Reflex surface on that skull, that looks so geometric. Right. Also, I need to find like this kind of meme template. But how was it called? Like I can't remember who the artist was. It was like something like, don't draw furry heads like these or like furry species like these. Draw them like this. Like this. Maybe I will find it. Hmm. Like dogs. Yeah, I can find it like this. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll quickly get some more water. I'll be right back. Okay. I absorbed some water. I'm not shocked. I'm not a sponge plan. Okay. Yeah, the thing with like geometric shapes, right? I really want to like find the meme face thingy. Maybe I saved it somewhere. Maybe if I saved it somewhere, it must be in anatomy references. I think. But it maybe was relatively old. Let's see. References. It must be something with faces. Faces. I think I have some with special faces too. Was ist das? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I also did like, but not triceps, but like, no, not biceps, but triceps. And I had a really great triceps pump. I did like first, I did like dips focused on chest, and then I did dips focused on triceps, and then I did more triceps exercises. So that was really great. Okay, they're not here. Maybe faces. Let's see. Faces. Maybe I don't have it. Also recently, I've also been kind of thinking about like basically like which artists draw great hands, right? Because there are some artists that I love who I never really thought about it, but they draw great hands. And it's a skill that I don't quite have yet, but I will totally unlock it. Yeah, I'm not sure where this meme thingy is, but I'm not even sure how I can find it. Not sure who the artist was. Maybe here. Yes, I can definitely do it. Yeah, how it is called? Maybe face or like tutorial. then tiger, crocodile. You like this? Tiger, crocodile. What else? Tiger, crocodile, dog. No. It's not about... The next time I will find it, I will definitely save it. And Kira Lara, welcome. Yes, it's hot again. You have to get this for my persona. I mostly like long dog. Yes, mini shaped like a bob haircut. That sounds great. Yeah, thanks so much everyone for encouraging me. Okay, so we had like finished bits, which looks great. Top breed of hybrid is my favorite. What top breed of hybrid is my favorite? I'm not sure. I think I like corgis and Shiba Inu and Samoyeds and Pyrenean Mountain Dog. And hybrids? I don't even know about hybrids much. Shiba Inu. Yeah, I like about them that they also like have a really like geometric face, right? Also, they sometimes look like they are laughing or something, which is funny. Like this one. Like, I'm not even sure like what like that means in dog language, but I think they look like they are laughing, but they're probably not laughing. I can cut this off. But yeah, it's nice because like it has like really like round face, but also like really angled parts, right? Brittany Spaniels. Brittany Spaniels. Nice. What other dog is good? Corgi. Read this from out of RT. Thanks so much for reading. I'm just getting references. Can I pet the dog? Yes. Okay, anyways. Welcome everyone. I'm Blan and I am doing art studies right now. I'm trying to find references of dogs so we can draw dogs in Furry and kind of focus on the thing with like taking things from real life but really simplifying them and making them really like cutesy, cheapy, over exaggerated or something. So if anyone knows any good dog breeds that I can use for it, please tell me. Golden Black Retrievers, Huskies, Dalmatians, Beagles, German Shepherds, Australian Shepherds, sorry, Samoyeds, and Jack Russell. Terriers are my favorite. Nice. want them like a forward-facing angle. I think also like I can learn a lot by just looking really closely. Or something. Maltese. Sounds good. I think this one looks fun too. He's just looking somewhere. Kind of looks stoic there. I definitely feel like the coat coloring of this. I'm not sure how it's called, but it's really nice because it's like it's counter shaded, but has 3 colors. I think this looks really nice too. Okay. A bull terrier. Let's see, bull terrier. Bull terrier. No! I think they look like aliens a bit. Sorry, bull terriers. I think they look a bit scary because they like have such a deformed nose thingy. I guess they look a bit like rats, but then I would just draw a rat or something. Mountain bunnies, they're huge and lovely. Yes. The thing is also, right, like I think like I think bull terriers look kind of scary because they have like a big mouth, but they're tiny. But then they're like giant guarding dogs, they look less scary because they are just like gentle feeling. It's the same with horses, right? They're like these horses that are like race horses who are really flimsy but kind of on edge seeming, but then they're like the kind of work horses, cold blood horses who are just standing there, who are not like crazy. I like them more. Right. What other? Like I'm looking for like really dog-shaped dogs. Tortoise. Is this the one of the Pringles meme? This is the one. They look totally silly. I can try to draw them. Zum Zum. Zum Zum. I've never heard of that. Zum Zum. Zum Zum dog? Or it's not a dog breed, it's kind of plush toys or something. What's the goal of this exercise? The goal of this exercise is that I will try to get some things from real life from dogs and then still have like the dog breed noticeable in the head that I face that I draw, while also being not extremely realistic. So like kind of like the purpose is kind of like being able to simplify but still retain the things that make it. It looks a bit scary, right? It sounds a bit scary, right? They all have long snout. Yes. I guess like long snout looks good, I think. Like this kind of shape, right? Still kind of like a wolf. You can also look up a wolf or something. Wolf. Wolf. And local mechanic, welcome. You know Brittany Spaniels. I'm not sure how to pronounce it in English. I think I have not seen them in real life. They look like... They look like... How do you say that? They look like they would bring your newspaper or something. No, they look like newspaper boys because they wear like these kind of hats, right? So they somehow look like that. Really considering the main focus of your drawings are the anatomy and bodies, but not so much heads. Right, so basically like... right, it's basically three things, right? Anatomy of bodies, faces and hands. And all these things are important. Probably like the faces are most important. Then anatomy, then hands, or maybe hands before that. But basically a good face draws in the viewer or something. Consumer Japanese mobile game, mostly by Disney, and they have plushies both big and small. Goofy being favorite kind of some version. Goofy? Like Goofy? Like a Hugh? Goofy zum. What? This? What is this? Oh, also, I wanted to show for the new people that are here. For the new people that are here. First, I will flex with my hand practices that I did in real life the last 2 days, and I really tried hard with those. Look at that. Is that some kind of Da Vinci, Michelangelo or something? Also, like, I referenced this of a random video. So, like, it's not even from a Renaissance painting. I planned some. Yes. And the other thing, I tried this here with a brush pen. And that's something for tomorrow. Like, tomorrow I will travel to the city probably. And there's an art supply store. And this one here I drew like in like the line art I made in real life, and then I colored it in digital, right? But basically I noticed that with like using a brush instead of a pen, I will not do that every time. I think it always ends up looking like kind of like okami art, like traditional Japanese, Chinese brush painting or something, because it's a brush, right? And because it has really high contrast. Is it that? It's just like Nagakuga and Nagaku's from Monster Hunter, right? I just like really closely did it from like the official art and stuff. But I did not like I copied it in a way of like redrawing it, but not in like tracing. And a few things are different, but I think I kept the logic nicely of it. And yeah, without the coloring, it looks like this and it looks like this. And that made me think that was like kind of like a €1 brush pen or something. But there are also some that are basically €3 in this art supply store, which is like kind of like a Japanese brush pen, which is kind of mimicking like a bamboo brush. And I think it's also used for calligraphy or like writing kanji, right? So like you can like write more thick and thin with that. And I mean like you could do it with that one too. I'm wondering how different it feels, right? Like I think even like with this like really cheap, it was like in a bundle of like 10 line markers and one was a brush, and then I just tried it and I think it works really good. Because like you kind of are forced to be really spontaneous and really bold with your lines, right? Which is kind of hard. But it's also fun. This is stuff that could make it into a game's box art. Yay. But yeah, basically, I think this helps with line confidence, right? Like it helps with, if you make a mistake, you cannot draw it over. You can just like ignore it and do the rest. And I think that's a good thing. But yeah, like you could say like this is like maybe a bit like too wobbly and whatever, but it doesn't matter. Yes. Look, I even did like arm muscles here. But yeah, then I thought like, which other art supplies could I get? And like I have these marker brushes with which I can also color, but I think like digital drawing is a bit safer. But maybe I'll also get like a really tiny watercolor, something that doesn't like make too much, like destroys too much of my desk and stuff and getting paint everywhere. But I could see like incorporating it in a way where it's like also like really spontaneous, right? Like it could work well with the free flowing brush strokes that you have like free flowing kind of like coloring in watercolor or something. I would want to try that. Kieran Lau says, with the materials you worked with, you did a fantastic job. It would be cool to see you one day making traditional art streams. Yes, I just have to... I'm not sure how I would do the camera, but yes. Okay, it's different. Plushy Tsum Tsum version. Okay, Plushy Tsum Tsum. Is it this one? The thing is, you can't really see. Is it this one? I mean, you cannot really see its geometry, right? Because it's so much from the front. But is this his leg? What happened with him? Human genetic engineering went too far. Oh, and Roblox Iota. I think the EP would want to say since I saw you were streaming. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for dropping by. Yeah, I think we have a lot of references already. So let's just get some sketching in. I like this one. It looks so majestic. Okay. Where do we start with these things? The thing is, like, if I start with the eyes, then the eyes are really, really realistic, right? So maybe I should just start with the head shape. And I'm doing everything wrong here. Let's just do it like this and then later color it. I always struggle with like muscles. Up here or something. No, there's no more space here, right? Let's just get like the general shape right for now, right? What does it feel like I'm having? Ah, it's a different pen that I use normally, right? Maybe let's use the normal pen that we always use. Yeah, that's better. Okay. This thing here. This thing here. It looks kind of wonky right now, but it's fine. It's fine for now. We're just testing stuff. We're just testing stuff. We're just testing stuff. Okay. Why does here the angle look already so off? Maybe like these things here with my like I'm not even sure if this is like this part here. If it's concave or convex, right? Or like maybe mixing them up. Can I get this more 3D? Something like this. Nose. Doing great, but don't worry. Yes, I will not worry. And to the sun, come on, wow. Let's go sketching. So we know now this is convex. I'll Google this now, how it's called. It's always confusing me. Concave, convex, because like the concave is caved in. Convex is flexed outwards. No, I'm not sure. I'm thinking how I can remember it. Convex curves also concave inwards. Carve vex. I will just copy something like this. Thanks, gone again. Tech pounds, I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you so much. So why again? This looks so weird here. Maybe it just needs to be darker. Okay, and then in this part here, then kind of outside again. This part here that makes it nice, I think. Kind of like an eyebrow. And this also like this. Something about the angle is weird. Okay. And here we have whoosh. Kind of a bit more round. Then here you have like a lot of floofiness going on. Here's the ear.
Chip Sky Blue just followed.
Thank you for following, Chip Sky Blue. Let's just make him like this. Perfect. So the eyes are too high. But that's something that's like, yeah. There's like the eye socket. This detail of the eye. Totally first, okay. Be less here.
Lay Waldo just followed.
Well, thank you for following. I like about this here that this part, a bit more space, maybe even more. And then here we have the ear. Kind of a triangle shape. Okay. Why is ours has the eyes too high, right? Even though we try to be like really close to the reference. maybe the nose is too low? Oh, and hard to say. Maybe like add some of this here. Nose is still so weird. Something like that? I'm not sure. There's too much space here. And it's also too high, right? I think this one would be totally enough. Or maybe it wouldn't be. Big forehead. Cool. Dogs have low foreheads. Maybe like this? But I guess that's a good thing to keep in mind, right? This is like lower here. Then we have like a lot of this like floofy thing going on. Floof, floof. Dark kind of. Nice. Something about the mouth. Already darker here, right? Maybe with that it's also kind of. There's some nuances that I'm totally getting, but I will get it with time, so that's fine. Kind of dark here. More lower. It looks almost like a different breed. And you're welcome. You're trying to draw dogs. Let's totally change up the something like that, right? Yeah, he's a punk. How can I make the nose more chibi? Like this. He's a bad boy now. Exactly. But I'm not sure. I think the eyes. And why does the mouth, why does the nose look so weird? Maybe I'll just make it just dark. Maybe that makes it better. Maybe that makes it better. Let's take for like the eye shape. No catch, only throw. Okay. Maybe like the eyelid could be like a tiny bit. Maybe just like this. Maybe something like this. And for the it's just the fur color and not like looking like it's like the inside of the mouth of the ear, right? Not sure if that's working. Like that it can read like this. And here maybe even like this. Like no. It would be round, right? Hmm. That's not it. That's totally not it. This for a long time I've been considering designing human characters like they have dog mouths. I think it can work. Artist draw figure lips and cannons. It always looks extra dull. Why does this look so bad right now? Extremely realistic. Extremely weird. Extremely realistic. Extremely weird. Yeah, Serendips art is great. It's really inspiring. How can we get like the planes right? Maybe that's another thing we need to do. Like, I think like the planes. Kind of. Hmm. Is it even the right kind of. I'm not too sure. Let's do it really simplified. What the head shape is like. This is kind of the ear, right? And this part is like this. I think I can do the muscle. Even if I do a lot of muscles in general, I feel like I'm just like in step 1 or something. I wonder... Maybe I should construct it more? Maybe go round. But yeah, definitely something I struggle with a lot. But then it's good to kind of practice it, right? Even if it like doesn't turn out all the time. Maybe this body is too big, I think. And here it kind of makes this kind of shape. This is the cheek. It looks so weird. You watch Yaku's animation plan? Yes! I love Yaku. I think she's so cool. Like, I was at the convention one time and I totally stumbled over my words. It was like, she had a table and there was a big line, but the big line was for something else, which I don't even know. And then I realized that I was standing in the wrong line. And then I got like to her table that got a comic. Yes. I don't like the eyes now anymore. Let's just do it like this. No! It looks like kind of his brain is there. Not sure. I wonder what's the problem with this for me. Yeah, Serendip art, definitely great. I think this also doesn't really resemble the essence of this character, right? So I think getting the essence of this is really difficult for me. Maybe I should also draw bigger. Let's put this next. I think for this one we can like get the like head shape nicely, right? So kind of round here. And then it's kind of this plane. It's so difficult like with the like eye nuance, right? Even if I'm like squinting, I cannot like make sense of it at all. But maybe that means it's a good practice for me. This space here, this space here. And this part here. It's almost like a box, right? Totally cursed right now, but we will get there. guess the nose is like this. It looks so cursed. Okay. What? There are days like this and days like that, right? So kind of like art progress is kind of like this. And it gets better. Just getting like the shape of it down. I think this is important here, right? Maybe. Look, this is like behind the eye, right? So this is kind of right. Maybe the eye is a bit small here. And smile. And this is this part, and then this is the front part here. Mouth. It's so difficult. Yes, totally awesome, inspiring artist. She's also great with face expressions, right? And I think I'm like, my face expressions are like, I just doodle around until it works, but I don't know the logic of it, right? I want to know the logic of it with time. And I think that will help me a lot. Tongue. Maybe there's too much space here. It feels like the upper part of the lip is too long, right? It should kind of like end here or something. Maybe all of this more up. But mine looks so cursed. Then here. Would be kind of this shape, right? If we would see it. Then here. How can we get it like less extremely scary? If you like, if you look at mine, it looks so scary. Why does it look so scary? Why does mine look so scary? If I put the eye. It's so, it's totally fine. It's fine. There are those days and those days. It's so scary. Maybe the eye's too high. But there are, I think, like a lot of things wrong. Maybe like this. If I zoom really far out, then it's maybe relatively fine. But how can I go from there to like a reduced face? Maybe it needs a sparkle in the eye. Looks like Coraline or something. Okay. That's not making it better. It's extremely creepy. But I have such a big big problem with like getting the essence of it, right? Like I think like I'm copying as good as I can with my copying skills, but the essence of it gets totally lost. Maybe we should draw bigger and have the reference smaller. Yeah, I want to simplify the features, but I think I tried it here, and this is what came out of it. Which is totally a different dog breed. So like, I have to simplify, but like, be really precise with the proportions, which is crazy difficult for me. Okay, let's draw it in a lot easy shapes, right? This is like impossible for me. It's basically like the biggest problem for me is like getting the distances right, and yeah. Like, what is this? It's totally looking different than the thing. Hmm. I'm not sure how we can draw an eye that's not creepy in this angle. Aku, help me. It looks like you can get away with a lot as long as you place and shape the ears a certain way. Okay. Place the ears. They are a triangle, right? Something like that. But I'm like confused by all the parts of it. Like I'm confused by the muscle, I'm confused by the forehead and the general head shape. Not sure ears. Yes. But how do I continue? How do I draw an eye? Doesn't work like this here. Looks totally cursed. Look at him. Okay. Just draw it dot. Perfect. Nice. It's so cursed. Maybe it's smaller here. But even though, even like, if we like, don't look at the eye, I think there's nothing at all where it looks like a dog. Not the muzzle shape, not the mouth. It's kind of funny though. Okay. I will just draw like this line here so I can see where the center of it is. And we will just the eye lower. Hmm. It's your first time drawing a dog realistically. It looks funny. Maybe? Not really, but like... Yeah. I referenced some things where it like drew like a Shiba Inu from the front, right? Before. But... Yeah. I'm really struggling. I'm wondering if there's like a trick to it where like suddenly it makes everything look better. I just tried drawing this dog here. And I will not give up after 4 failures. Okay, let's see. The eye socket is gonna be like rectangular with a slanted top. Okay, let's see, I will try this. The eye socket can be rectangular with a slanted top. So rectangular eye socket. Rectangular eye socket with a slanted top. Something like this. I guess like now it's like the eye, not the eye socket, right? Yes, I can do it. Okay. What the line going through the rectangle? Okay. Where's the slanted top? Is this the slanted top? And now I draw the eye in. And why do I do it that way? I think this part here comes from the muzzle smushing against it, right? And this part is the cheek. And this is, I guess, like the brow ridge, right? Something like that. I can work with that. Experimenting, yes, I can work with that. I'm not sure. Okay, let's continue here. So let's get this whole thing. I mean, I basically just need the face, but like maybe like if I draw the whole thing, maybe like then it's like a bit less frustrating if something happens. There's so much for. Like this part here. And this is basically like the elbow, right? And it's so much up here already. Like it's this kind of shape. This. Then here we have these shapes. And the elbow here. And this thing is nice here, right? Like this part. Ta-da! And now, with the hands. With the paw thingies. Maybe something like this. It's a bit too wide. Look here. And here I think it's only important that there's like this thing where it like at the end goes up, right? Something like that. Okay. Then we have here. There's the hind leg, right? And there's a lot of fur somehow. But this goes really down here, right? Something like that maybe. How is like the tail? Does it go like this way? Or does it go like this way? Oh, this is the end, right? Like this. That. Goes like this, like here. I want to like get like the legs. Okay. And then the last one. I think this is the tail, right? Is this still is this part still a tail? No, it's just a leg. Like it's like this works kind of, right? It's just like this direction of the leg fur, and then like here more like the muscle. Then the leg goes down there, right back there. And then again. This is kind of like the same with the humanoids, where there's like this kind of 45-degree angle almost. Then the last paw. have like the, again, like almost 45-degree angle of the knuckle. Here a bit longer here. But yeah, something like that. Floofy. Yes, he's floofy. Okay. And then the face, which is the scariest part. Okay. A bit up here. Just a tiny bit. Then we have one here. Then like that, like here it goes down, but here it also goes down, right? So like this space here. Relatively round. Yes. We'll just like make the eye like this for now. Let's be more down low. Here. How long should it be? Bit more. More bulk. Too long? It's a bit too long, I think. Oh wait, I know what we forgot. Not here, right? Put the body down quite nicely. But the face, not at all. I mean, could be worse. Let's throw the mouth in, maybe that helps us. We have like first it goes down here. That kind of makes an angle. Still relatively small. It gets a bit thicker again. Oh, Mr. Nixoid, welcome. And Chip Sky Blue, welcome. I think the face is so different still. Like the face is the worst thing about it, right? By far. I also feel like this foreshortening here is really wrong. It's just like a really difficult part for me. Brutus from the Brutus and Pixie Comics. They combine realistic dog features with cartoonish styles. Here one later. Yes, thanks so much, Haku. Brutus from Brutus and Pixie. Lotus and Pixie. The thing is, I don't even want to draw that realistic. Oh, that was just like a weird thing of it. Right, the original looks good. Some renderings look scary. Like, I don't want to draw like this. This is not what I'm going for. This is also really uncanny, kind of. Okay, but not as uncanny. That is what I draw, because mine is uncanny, accidentally uncanny. But does that mean that you are looking for something more? I don't even want to draw like especially realistic, right? Perfect. This here goes like this. Maybe the nose. Maybe if I like draw in the visor like this, it makes it easier for me to think about it. Yeah, I think it's relatively close to this, right? Like you can see the other part too. You can even like see like this part here. And then it goes like here, right? It's much thinner. I'm trying to get my style back. Yeah, let's do that. Thanks so much. Like this one here is barely not visible, right? And this one here. Okay, this one here, let's see. It looks relatively foreshortened. Something like that. Maybe that works? Because it's a bit too realistic. I guess that kind of works though, right? Yeah, I think that kind of works. Let's do this one next. It's really geometric, right? Maybe that does work. Slight chuckle, okay. I'm amused. It's a bit the cheek, right? It looks like a corgi. Yes, it looks like a corgi. Maybe I made the ears too big and too round. I'll just make them even bigger. Okay, how do I make the eyes now? Perfect. Oh, follower goal. Yay. Thank you for anyone who subscribed. Or the camera. But it totally looks like a different species or read, right? We'll just delete this. Maybe something like that. Maybe something like that. Yeah, I think the head is mostly corgi like also because of this here, right? Like the ears could be more small and also more thin. But there's so much space here. I probably shouldn't be like all this, right? Hmm. True. Yeah, maybe like the ears made them makes it the face look more blocky, right? Not too long. But yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm happy with this one here, even though the eyes still look kind of uncanny. Okay, I think now I will need to eat something. And I will air out my brain. I think this looks like I have never drawn in my life. But that's fine, because progress is not linear. And we will totally, with time, be able to draw any dog in any dog face in any direction. And yeah, see you all, and I will quickly check who will wait. I hope it was not too uneventful this time. So let's see. I will rate. I think for now I'll rate probably Bruno Bear. and see you all. I will totally practice more and then make you all proud. Yes, I will also cool off. See you all. And thanks so much for helping me with all the tips. It's really motivating. And you too.